Hello scholars, today we're going to be learning about area of a triangle. So our objective for today is that students or scholars will be able to calculate the area of triangle using the area formula. But before we start with that, we need to go over some key vocabulary. So a triangle, as you can remember, is a three-sided polygon with three sides and three angles. So an angle is when your two line segments come together. So that's what a triangle is. Our other key vocabulary word for today is area. An area is the amount of space enclosed within a shape. So our area of a triangle, everything inside. The amount of space an object takes up. Great. Okay. So now that we've gone over some key vocabulary, we're ready to start. So before we start getting into triangles, I want to review the area of a square because that's going to help us find out the area of a triangle. So, we remember, a triangle is a four-sided shape with equal sides. This is its base. Remember, the base is always the bottom of a shape or the bottom line segment. The height goes up and down. So it's the left or right. So this is the height. And the formula for an area of a square is equal to its base, the bottom, times its height. Now, what's really cool is that if you divide a square by drawing a diagonal line across the middle, what do you see? If you guess two triangles, you're right. So we have two triangles. So in order to find the area of a triangle, would divide our area of a square by 2. Because as you can see, it's the base times its height, but it's not taking up this whole area. It's only taking up about half. So that's why we need to divide by 2. So the area of a triangle is the base, or its bottom, multiplied by its height, and then we divide by 2 because we're only counting half of a square or one triangle. Okay. Now we're going to use this formula to solve some problems. So let's say we had a triangle that looks like this, and its height was equal to 12 inches. Inches is our unit. And its base was equal to 10 inches. So what we need to do is we're going to take this formula and we're going to plug in our information. So we're going to do base times height divided by 2. So we have our base of 10, so 10 inches, and it's really important that you bring in your units so we know what you're talking about or referring to, and so that you don't forget them at the end, especially with an area of shapes, because you will find out why. Then the height is 12 inches. And then we're dividing this whole thing by 2. So 10 times 12 equals 120. Since we're multiplying inches by inches, it's almost very similar if we look up here to when we would multiply variables. So if we had y times y, we're up here, we have two y's being multiplied by itself. So this would be our base of y and our exponent squared because we're multiplying 2y's by itself. So the similar knowledge we're going to use for our units. So it's actually going to be inches squared because we are doing inches times inches. So you're doing it twice. All of your units for area of triangle or area of any shape is always going to be square units. And then we're going to divide this by 2. Okay, so you can use long division to solve this problem. And if you are going to use long division, here is a quick rhyme or song to remember long division. Divisions are no secret, but with this little rhyme we gonna ace it. Just follow these steps and then repeat it. Gotta learn, but it's tricky, so let's face it. I'ma show you how to do it. It goes D for divide, M for multiply, S for subtract, bring down, slide, and basically you do it again. Start with divide, with long division glide, long division glide. Long division to solve for 120 divided by 2. Remember, our first step is divide, so 2 goes into 12 6 times. Then we multiply, 2 times 6 is 12. Then we subtract, it's 0. Then we bring down, and we repeat. 2 goes into 0 0 times. 2 times 0 is 0. We get 0. We didn't multiply 2 by 1 or see how many times 2 goes into 1 because 2 is greater than 1. So that's why we moved to the next place value and did 2 goes into 12 6 times. So our answer is going to be 60 inches squared. So our answer, once again, 60 inches squared. So that is our area of our triangle. Okay, now you might be thinking, but what if I do not have a triangle that has 2 straight line segments as a part of it? What if I have a triangle that looks like this? How do I find the area of that? That is a great question. So let me erase this and we'll look at one of those. So, if you're given a triangle like this, you will have a height that is shown in the middle. So, you're going to have a straight line coming from the top all the way to the bottom that splits the triangle in half, and this is going to be your height. So, let's say our height is equal to 11 inches. And our base, which is our bottom of the triangle, is equal to 6 inches. So if we use our formula, we know we're doing the base, so the area is equal to the base of 6 inches times the height of 11 inches. Ms. Anderson did not include her units. There she goes. Divided by 2. We always start with our numerator. 6 times 11 is 66 inches squared. So remember, we're multiplying inches by inches, so that's 2 inches. 66 inches squared divided by 2. 66 divided by 2 is 33 inches squared. So our final answer is that the area of the triangle is 33 inches squared. Awesome. Okay, so we have finished our lesson on areas of a triangle, and now you're going to complete your task for the day. So for today's task, you are going to need to complete these things on the checklist. So you're going to first need to complete the do now, and then you're going to need to review these slides. The next part of it is to watch this video, so if you've already done that, Check. And then you're going to need to complete 20 minutes of iExcel work. So many of you have been completing the 20 minutes, which has been awesome. Some of you even finish early and try another option or the challenge, which is great to see. And you're having a total of 20 minutes. If you do not complete the 20 minutes or you complete half of that, we are going to return it and ask you to complete 20 minutes of iExcel practice because it's extremely important for you to practice these skills. And also, we can see your iExcel work and it tells Ms. Cardello and I what we need to practice more of or review or what you're doing really well in. If you need help figuring out strategies to complete 20 minutes or if you're finding difficulty completing 20 minutes, please reach out to Ms. Cardello or I. Another strategy is to break it up. So you could actually do 10 minutes and then take a break and then do 10 more minutes. But you need to be completing 20 minutes worth. Then you need to complete the exit ticket, and then there's a bonus activity which is optional, but I really encourage everyone to complete it. Last, you're going to need to turn in your assignment using the turn in button. We have reviewed what we need to complete for this task to earn full credit. I really want to encourage everyone to attend the Zoom sessions, especially since we're starting new content, and it's extremely important that you come to these Zoom sessions. It's an incredible resource and it will really help you understand these new concepts. So Ms. Cardello's is on Tuesdays and Fridays from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. and Mr. Forbes is from Tuesdays and Fridays from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Also, if you ever need help or would like to do a Zoom session with me, please reach out via email and we can set up a time to meet or to chat. My email is below, as well as my phone number where you can text or call me. Awesome. Keep up the great work, scholars, and I can't wait to see you at either of these sessions on Tuesdays and Fridays.